Hey bros, welcome to Dawn of Discovery. Well, that's the American title for it anyway, and the rest of the world it's known as Anno 1404. It is Ubisoft, Blue Byte, and Related Designs cross between an RTS, Sim City, Civilization, all kind of set in the medieval period. I've been playing a lot of Anno 27, which is the same game set in the future after global warming, kind of a science fiction scenario, and I've been enjoying the heck out of that. So I decided I'd come back here and play the predecessor to it. As you see, let me pop up the player profile. We have Gnarlo. It is so nice to know that every game out there has a Gnarlo, has someone that looks like Gnarlo. It's good to know that the designers do that because they really don't want to incur the wrath of the gnomes. So it's good to know that they make the effort. As you see, I've just gotten started with the game. I played a little bit of the beginning campaign, but hardly anything. No medals, no achievements, no bonus content. So we'll be going into this fairly fresh, and I won't say blind because I understand the gameplay is very similar to 2070, though without quite so much of the depth and the detail with the research and all. But it has other factors I've seen that kind of make up for that. So we are going to be playing in the campaign. Chapter 1, A Declaration of Faith. Show that you are worthy of your fiefdom and support Lord Richard Northburg during his construction of his cathedral. The campaign, I think there's 8 chapters, 8 different scenarios, and it basically serves as a tutorial to get into learning how to use the game, learning how to use the interface and the functions. So we're going to be starting on easy because I want to kind of go through it pretty quickly. Being pretty quickly means finish it sometime this year, as y'all know how I play. So as you see, on easy conditions, all your construction costs are refunded whenever you destroy a building. You start out with 12,000 gold coins, 12 tons of tools, 15 tons of fish. So that is where we will begin. And here we go.
Everything is so much clearer and obvious with hindsight, an illusion, as God moves in mysterious ways. Who would have thought that of all people, the one person who in Anno Domini 1404 took possession of their fiefdom, situated in a minor province of the Empire, would soon be mentioned in the same breath as the greatest heroes of our times?
I wonder who that could be. Let's set sail, shall we?
Pardon me for being so gloomy. I'm afraid terrible news overshadows your arrival. Our beloved Emperor, my esteemed cousin, has been stricken by a puzzling illness.
It remains to be seen how things will work out.
Everyone is talking about this.
I shall use this cathedral to beg to God in his mercy to spare our ruler. But the construction work is progressing far too slowly. Ah, but where are my manners? I am Lord Northborough, His Majesty's seal bearer. I will lend you a hand until you've settled down here. What a peaceful little settlement your new home is. But only when you familiarize yourself with every aspect of it will it blossom into a splendid metropolis under your rule.
There you go. Isn't it an absolutely gorgeous
Come to
game?
my ship immediately, so that we can administer your oath of loyalty and officially grant you these lands.
Over here down the left-hand side is where you find your quests. And you go aboard, if you hover over them, it gives you a mouse tip, shows you what you need to be doing. Over here, the little arrows that bounce up and down will show you where you can find the quest objects. For instance, they're wanting us to go aboard the ship here, so we need to click on the ship.
Ah, now to cut to the chase. By the power of my office as His Majesty the Emperor's seal bearer, I herewith grant you this island. May you always act wisely and justly.
And you can wait for them to go away, or you can click the little check mark there and they will finish
The
up.
people live a life of privation, and only their steadfast faith helps them bear their burdens. You should build a chapel. It won't hurt to pray for the ailing emperor either.
Alright. So now we have our new quest. We need to build a chapter.
First, however, you should have a quick look at the marketplace. It's the heart of every settlement.
And just like in Anno 27, the NPCs in this game will not shut up. So you see, build a chapel with at least 8 peasant houses in its immediate vicinity. Change the camera position using the arrow keys on your keyboard, like this. That's how you slide around, or when you're playing full screen like this, you can use side scroll. And survey the marketplace. I'm going to go ahead and... Yep. Yeah. In Anno 2070, you right click on it and it disappears. Here you left click on it and it brings up the help menu. Alright. So let's go. His first thing says to go look at our marketplace. And as you see here, the little bouncing arrows pointing at our marketplace. Use the mouse key to scroll out. You can see you can scroll quite a ways out, or you can scroll right on down. Nice detail in the game, and you can hear all the little NPCs talking and stuff. Let's go ahead and click on it and see what Lord Northbridge
I'm really so happy here.
pops up and starts saying to us.
Our little houses are the prettiest of all.
Alright, see the marketplace. Down here you got 3 peasants. That's how many houses we have so far, and they're scattered around the sides. The arrows show you that peasants will eventually grow up into citizens. You have to make the peasants happy, and once you make them happy, they will automatically grow into citizens.
Remember, all your subjects need access to this place so they can meet and hold a market.
New goods just arrived.
Since they've all got to have access, it's best
You will
to
need
make...
a large number of helpers to build the chapel. I know all about construction sites. Build peasant houses to allow more people to settle here.
Our little houses are the prettiest of all.
Are you through, Lord Richard? Okay, good, thank you. Access means you got to make sure you put dirt roads down.
It's a 3 for 2 offer. Life here is perfect.
Let's swivel the camera around a little bit so we can see what we're doing here. Click there. Hello.
I'm really so happy here.
And move it. There you go. We built a road.
Here is perfect.
Alright, let's put some peasant houses down. And the houses, you can also use the plus and minus
New
to
goods
swivel them.
just arrived.
It'll turn them around, as you see. And you can position them how you like that way. Alright, so we need 8 peasant houses. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6.
You have killed 2 birds with 1 stone. More subjects will not only enable you to build the chapel, but you will also fill your city coffers with more tax income.
Come and buy, people! Come and buy!
I always like to build right around my city center there.
You should definitely have a look around your warehouse, while your population are moving into their new houses.
There we go. How many peasants do we have now? 6 of them.
I've named one of my children after you.
Oh, that's just disturbing. Okay. So we need to build 2 more peasant houses and a chapel. And we should inspect our warehouse. So let's see what we have in our warehouse here.
Just look at that. All your goods are stored here, and everything has been meticulously written down.
See, we have 12 tools. We have 13 fish. Let's get back to the build menu.
Your wood supplies are dwindling. You should quickly hire some lumberjacks. I was also hoping that you would later provide me with some wood for the Imperial Cathedral.
We actually have 0 wood. Alright, so let's build a couple of lumberjack huts. We need to put them in an area where they're going to have trees around them. And since we can go here, because you're going to have the little dude that comes out and goes out into the forest and chops the trees down.
How can the market carts collect the finished goods from the plants without a road to the warehouse?
I just built a road, doofus. Alright, now he wants a second one. Let's find the borders of the first one. We really don't want them to overlap too much. And we'll go here. Alright, connect it with a road.
Ah, excellent. Now there's nothing to keep you from starting new construction projects. And, God willing, you'll soon help me work on the scaffolding for the Imperial Cathedral.
Alright.
We're really to be
See the little dude there cutting the tree down? Awesome. And there's the guy with the cart. He comes and collects the stuff and takes it back over to your warehouse where they store it at.
Might I give you a small piece of advice? You should build a fisherman's hut. Quickly. A hungry population is likely to rebel.
Alright, so here's the fisherman's hut. It's still one of the peasant buildings. As you go up, as the peasants grow into
My
citizens,
goodness. The market cart must first pick up the wood, of course. You'll have to postpone the building of the fishermen's huts for a short while.
as the peasants grow into citizens, that grow into nobles, that grow into something else, different buildings open up down here. Alright, so we've got a little wood in our hut now. As you see, we've got 5 wood and 8 tools. And building the fisherman's hut takes 3 wood and 2 tools. So that's how many are going to be used up as we put it out here.
Wonderful. The fisherman has started work. Your population will thank you for your foresight.
And the little fisherman goes out in his little boat to get the catch. Isn't that wonderful? Said the graphics are awesome. And if
The
you push...
Emperor's condition has deteriorated. How are we to entreat God's mercy if the cathedral is far from being finished? I simply cannot find enough wood for the scaffolding myself.
I'd be real careful eating tonight, Lord Richard. You know, you might want to have your taster taste everything first. Thank you. If you push F1, you go into postcard mode, which, as you see, allows you to zoom right on down and see the actual detail of everything. So as you see, the cutscenes that you saw at the beginning are actually created in the game itself. Lovely, lovely, lovely game. And the close-ups here in postcard mode actually look almost like tilt-shift photography. Very, very similar effect.
Everything on the table is fresh.